January is the month that many people start all over again. They start learning a new skill, they take their life seriously, and they just bring in new aspects that will help their life get better as human beings. But most times we realize that the energy that people start January with, most times don't even get to March or talk less of April. And so in this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can build momentum that lasts past January. And I have my script here that I'm going to be cross-referencing the points that I want to talk about, so I don't ramble and take you all over the world with me. The very first thing to understand is that motivation is very different from discipline. Most people are motivated to start new things in January, and motivation is not enough to carry you to the end of the year. I like to put it that motivation is the fire that gets you started, and discipline is the system that keeps the fire burning. And so no matter how strong a fire is, if it doesn't have stuff that is going to keep consuming on, it's going to eventually get out. And so you have motivation right now to do stuff this year to make your life better, to venture into new aspects of your life this year. How are you going to keep that fire burning? And so you need to understand that before you take any meaningful step. Because if you don't put the right systems in place, this motivation is going to expire. And whatever beautiful thing you had set out to do in January throughout the year, it's not going to get to the end of the year. And so consider, now I am motivated to do stuff, but what systems have I put in place to ensure that my motivation doesn't go out? And once you identify systems that you can put in place, put them in place so that you would eventually take these beautiful things that you have planned to do in January right up to December. You also need to understand that building simple routines is better than meaningless intensity. I have seen many people who want to do beautiful things at the start of the year, but they overwork themselves in 1 month, forgetting to know that they could break down these things they want to do into meaningful things they can do every single day for the rest of the year. Let's take one of the things many people start doing at the start of the year, which is working out. Most people start out by trying to do 1,000 push-ups every single day. No matter how fit you are, 1,000 push-ups is quite a huge number. But if you break down 1,000 into probably 10 push-ups every day, you will discover that by the time you're getting to 100 days, you would have done 1,000 push-ups. And that consistency will teach you so many other things about yourself, and would even challenge you to replicate that into other areas of your life. And so rather than waking up one morning and giving yourself a hefty goal and a short time period to do it, break down that hefty goal into little bite-sized routines you can do every single day. And once you wake up every day, ensure that you do them. And how can you ensure that you do stuff like this every day? You can either get a journal, you can get a notebook, or you can even get a reminder app on your phone. Most phones nowadays comes with reminder apps that can remind you of the things you set out to do every single day. And by so doing, you would realize that your intensity and your pace stays consistent, and your results will slowly increase as you go through the year. Because one thing I've come to realize is that we are humans and our results are geometric as we do stuff. It is better to do one thing every single day for the rest of the year than to try to do 10 things every day for 1 month. It's not going to work. You're going to feel burnout and you're going to feel unfulfilled at the end of the year. How can I help you? The next thing you have to do is that you have to learn to show up on bad days. Some people have so wired themselves that they show up for stuff only when things are good. When things are not beautiful, they tend to shy back, they tend to relent their efforts, and they tend to not dive in fully. But I've come to realize that If you want to build a system and disciplines that outlast January, you need to learn how to show up on days that your body doesn't want you to show up. You need to show up because it is very important. And you also have to learn how to stop relying on feelings before you do stuff. You don't have to feel good before you step out to achieve what you want to achieve. You don't have to feel goosebumps on your body before you step out to do what you planned to do. Gone are those days where relying on how you felt could give you outstanding results. Nowadays, the world is moving so fast that if you try to rely just on how you're feeling, you will get to the end of the year without doing as much as you could do. So you have to teach yourself that even on bad days, even on the days that I don't feel like it, even on the days that I am not motivated enough, I need to get out of bed and show up for myself. I need to get out of bed and do what I have to do. And by so doing, you realize that you will do a lot every single day. One thing we all have in common is that we have 24 hours every day. You have 24 hours and I have 24 hours. The deciding factor is how well you use your 24 hours. And so if a particular day comes and you feel like it's a bad day and you don't show up on that day, you have lost 24 hours that you will never get in return. And so teaching yourself how to show up even on those kind of days is a tool that you need in your tool bag to accomplish this year successfully. Now, one major thing that most people don't do is that they go through the year by assumption. If you don't have a proper tracking system, you cannot know how much progress or no progress you are making. You need to create systems that measure the progress you are making every single day. For example, if you want to lose 10 kilos this year and you have no tracking system to know how much weight you're losing every single month, you would realize that you have gotten again to December without losing even 2 kilograms. And so as a person, you need to develop systems that will help you track and monitor the progress you are making in line with the different goals and ambitions that you have set for yourself this year. Don't just wake up one day and you think that you're going to achieve the goals that you have. Don't just wake up one morning and think that you are making as much progress, because our minds can be very fickle. Our minds can tell us lies sometimes. You can, especially let's use the area of workout again. You can be working out and you think that you have burned 2 hours in the gym. Probably you have just spent 15 minutes. And 15 minutes, you and I will agree that looks small, but can also do very little to your body. And so when you come up with systems that help you track how much progress you are making in line with the different things you are doing every single year or every single month, you will discover that the motivation that you started in with January stays consistent through February and every other month of the year. Because once you track the results you're having, you will know what to change, and after making the changes that you need to make to your lifestyle, to the things you're pursuing and every other area of your life, overall your results will be different. And so in as much as motivation is a beautiful thing, relying solely on motivation will not give you outstanding results. It will only keep you average. And so if you want to be outstanding this year, learn to do these things that I have talked about. Start even when you are not ready. Build little systems. Show up every day. Create systems that will help you, and above all, be easy with yourself. Don't go too hard on yourself. Don't compare yourself with another person, and understand that your path is different from the path of me, from my path, or any other person that is existing in this world. We all have our own unique destinations we are going on, and if you stick to it consistently and doing your best every single day, the results at the end of the year will not lie, and motivation will not only be a January thing. It will be something that will carry you progressively throughout every month of the year up till December. And so I would love to hear what you think, and I would love to hear the strategies that you use to ensure that the motivation you start with in January goes right through to December and becomes something which is habitual. Let us have a conversation in the comments. Drop your ideas there, and if you want me to talk about something specific, also put it in the comments. And in the next video, we are going to be looking at what traveling taught me about starting again. If you know me for 1 hour, you know I love to travel, and traveling has taught me so many lessons. I'm going to be sharing with you in the next video how traveling taught me how to start again. So thank you for watching this video.